Welcome to my channel. I've been injured for a while and it's been really frustrating not being able to work out, but I'm getting better slowly. So this class is all about just reconnecting back to the body and enjoying moving again, something which I really can't take for granted. And thank you for doing this class with me. Let's start off lying on our backs. Hug the knees in towards the chest. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring the knees in towards the chest until you feel the hips slightly peel off and back down. Inhaling deeply, exhaling, so using the arms but also using the deep muscles of the stomach to create the movement, stretching out the lower back. And back. One more time, exhaling, bringing the knees in towards the chest, drawing the navel in. From here, let's circle the knees in one direction. So notice the lower back, getting a massage on the floor. And let's change the direction. Moving in and out. Place the feet on the floor a little bit wider than the hips. Open the arms to the side. And we're going to let both knees drop over to the right. And just stay there for a moment. Feel the chest open. Legs heavy and relaxed. So I'm going to use the stomach to bring them back. And then let them drop over to the left. Take a moment to be there, to open the chest, to feel the weight of the legs, and then feel how the stomach initiates the return. So you're going to continue with that movement. You can take it a little bit faster, allowing the knees to drop from side to side, and each time it's the center that brings them back. Next time we come over to the right, we're going to stay there. We're going to bring the left leg in the direction of the right hand. If it gets pretty close and it feels comfortable, you can hold onto the foot, or maybe you can hold onto the shin, or just keep the arms open. So find a position that works for you today. Let's bring our awareness to the left side of the rib cage. And imagine that we're breathing more with the left side of the lungs, filling that part of the body with air. One more deep breath. And let's take it over to the other side, bringing both knees over to the left, taking the right foot in the direction of the left hand. You might want to hold on to your leg, or you might not. Rib cage. Imagine how the right side of your lungs fill with air. A deep breath in and out. Bring the legs back. Again, we're going to hug the knees to your chest. Inhale. And lift the head and shoulders up. And we're just going to roll a few times. Massage the spine up and down. And the next time, come all the way to a sitting position. Soles of the feet together, knees apart. Take a breath in to lengthen the spine up. And keeping the spine long, we're going to come forwards on a long diagonal. You can use your elbows to slightly open your knees. Just breathe into that. See if you can relax your shoulders, relax the muscles of the face. Keep lengthening forwards. And when you can't lengthen anymore, just drop the head down towards the feet. I'm going to slide my hands underneath my calves and grab on to the feet, just to be able to pull over a little bit more. So staying here, each exhalation, feel the stomach drawing in and relax the head even more. few more deep breaths in this position. And slowly rolling up. Coming to a cross-legged position. Hands on the knees and circling the ribs in one direction. Noticing how the sits bones shift. And let's change and go into the other direction. Breathing in and out, almost as if you're massaging your sits bones into the floor. And coming back, turn so you're facing towards the right knee. I'm going to walk the hands forwards and let the top of the head drop over towards the right knee. Again, relax the shoulders. Inhale, and as you exhale, feel the stomach drawing in away from the leg and the top of the head dropping towards the leg. Another deep breath in and slowly coming up. Let's go to the other side, over to the left. Walk the hands forwards, relax the top of the head over, and each exhalation, feel the stomach drawing in. Breathing in and breathing out. Another big breath here. Slowly coming up. If possible, we're going to change the cross of the legs, and this time just walk forwards. Reach the hands forwards, relax the head over. And each time we exhale, press the hands into the floor and pull the navel back. So it's as if the navel wants to reach towards the back. And let's slowly come up one vertebra after another. Bring the legs forwards. We're going to hold onto the knees. Lengthen up as you inhale. And as you exhale, round the spine, pull the stomach in. And stay there. Again, relaxing the shoulders. Inhale. As you exhale, see if you can scoop the stomach in just a little bit more. And then reaching the fingertips forwards. And coming up to a tall, long spine. And half roll down. So lower back wants to come closer towards the mat. The fingertips want to keep reaching forwards to the opposite wall. And coming up, lengthen. Rolling down. And coming up twice more. So nearly all the way down. And coming up, and last one, we'll roll all the way down until we're lying on our backs. Let's clasp the hands behind the head. Lengthen as you inhale. Exhale, using the pelvic floor muscles and the stomach muscles to lift the head and shoulders up. And we're going to stay here. Inhale, lengthen even more. Exhale, soften the chest, soften the sternum. One more time, inhale. Exhale, coming up just a little bit more, and we're going to stay there. Inhale. Exhale, roll the hips just an inch or so off the mat, and back down. Again, so it's as if we're trying to lengthen the tailbone away from the top of the head. And then back down to that neutral position. Again, rounding, curling the hips up just a bit more. And down. You can bring your heels in a touch, because next time we're going to keep going all the way up. Keep rolling the hips up. Let the head and shoulders come down. And then as you lift the head and shoulders up, slowly melt one vertebra after another into the mat. Let's keep going with that seesaw motion. It's as if we want to massage the vertebra into the mat, noticing how much movement we can get in between the vertebra. Just do one more time like that. And then let the hips come down. Bring the knees in towards the chest. Take a breath in. Exhale again. Lift the head and shoulders up. And this time we're going to float the feet up in the direction of the ceiling as much as feels good for your body today. And bend the knees. Allow the head to relax back down. Again, exhaling, drawing the stomach in, lengthening the legs up, stretching them away. And back down. One more time, reaching the legs up. You're going to stay there. Take a breath in. Breathe out, putting the stomach in even more. Just one more time like that. Breath in. Breathing out, pull the stomach in. And for a moment, relax the head down. Bend the knees. Inhale. Exhale, head and shoulders come up. We're going to stretch one leg out and bring the opposite shoulder towards the knee. And come back to center. Inhale. Exhale to the other side. And back. Again, slowly beginning to feel the work of the oblique stomach muscles. And to the other side. Let's pick up the pace just a little to create a bit of heat, a bit of strength in the center. A few more times. And relax the head down. Open the arms to the side. Legs are in a tabletop position. And we're going to take both legs over to the right. Keep the left shoulder glued into the floor. And exhale, pull the stomach in to bring the legs back. Let's go over to the left. Inhale. And exhale. We can experiment with how big the needs to be. Maybe we can take the legs a little bit further towards the floor, maybe even almost till they're touching the floor, and coming back. And to the other side. And back. So just notice where you need to have the legs today in order for your body to feel good about this exercise. And let's just do that one more time, either side. And then we're going to come to lying on our sides. Bend the underneath knee. Stretch the underneath arm out so that the head can rest on it. And hold on to the top ankle so you can stretch the leg back, getting a really good sense of openness in the front of the thigh and drawing the stomach in and up towards the head. So just breathing here. And then turn the leg out and stretch it up. You might want to hold behind the calf or the thigh. Or if it feels good, you might flex the foot and hold onto the foot. And breathe into that. Wherever you are, just breathing into the stretch. Let's bring the leg towards the floor. So again, you might hold onto your foot, or the calf, or the thigh, wherever it feels right for you right now. Sweep the leg back, bending the knee. Again, feeling that sense of openness. And we're just going to swing the leg forward and back. It's really nice and free with the leg in the hip socket, but keeping the center engaged and strong. I'm going to take that into circles, circling the leg in the hip socket. Nice, free, easy movement. And then we're going to come to lying on our sides. Bend the underneath knee. Stretch the underneath arm out so that the head can rest on it. And breathe in. let's go in the opposite direction, back, turning it out. You might be feeling the muscles around your thigh working as well. Twice more. And let's come up to a mermaid position. Stretch over, opening the ribs on this side. Then we're going to rotate and place both hands on the mat. Open the chest and start walking the hands forwards. You can relax your head down, and if you want a bit more of a stretch, walk your hands over to the right, to the opposite side, whichever side you're at. And breathe into that. Slowly coming up, going to sweep this leg round. Place a foot on the floor. First think of lengthening up, and then using your arms to help you rotate. And deep breath, connecting your hips down into the ground, and lift the top of your head up towards the sky. Another deep breath here. And we're going to take all that lying on the other side. So coming to lying on the side, holding the ankle and stretching back of the thigh, breathing deeply in and out. Opening the knee, you might want to hold on to the thigh, calf or foot. And bringing the leg down towards the floor. Take it back, stretching it back, swinging the leg freely forwards and backwards. And circling the leg in the hip socket, getting as much freedom in the hip as possible. Twice more. And then going in the opposite direction. Coming up to that mermaid, stretching over. And then taking both hands towards the floor, opening the chest, starting to walk forwards. And if you want more stretch, taking it over to the side to open the side of your body. Slowly coming up. And sweeping the leg around. Oops, struggling with the microphone here. Reaching up and twisting around to the other side. Really feel the hips connecting down as the top of the head lifts up. From here we're going to come on to an all-four position. Let's see if it'll stay in place this time. Keep the torso parallel to the floor. And let's circle around the wrists. Feeling how the stomach's drawing in towards the back. You can make this as big or as small as you like. Let's go in the other direction. pulling the forearms down, pressing them down into the mat, and round the spine, pull the stomach in, and lengthen, open the chest, gazing forwards, opening the collarbones. Again, rounding the spine, really pulling the stomach in, and opening to gaze forwards. Let's just do that one more time. Rounding, pulling the stomach in, lengthening. If possible, we're going to take a forearm plank. Pull the stomach in, reach the legs back. Keep pressing the forearms down to lift the stomach up, and then let the heels drop to the right and to the left, from side to side. One last time. Coming to the Sphinx position, pressing the forearms down, opening the chest. Just find the placement that feels good for your spine, and we're going to stay there for a few breaths. There's a lot of activity by pressing the arms down and opening the chest, but it should feel good for your back. Stay there for a couple more breaths. And then coming down, turn head to look in one direction. Take the arms back, relax the shoulders down. Then bringing the head back to center, float the arms and the legs and the head up off the floor. Just lengthening the body here, and then turn the head in the opposite direction. And again, coming back to center, lifting everything up really long. Turn the head back in the first, onto the first side. Again, head comes to center, lifting everything up. Over to the second side. Just one more time. Lift everything up. This time I'm going to stay there. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Place the feet on the floor. We're going to press the hands into the mat. And if it feels good for your back, you're going to come up just as far as you want. So you might have your arms straight all the way, and you might not. See what works for you today. And back down. Again, press the hands in. Open the chest, come up as far as feels good, and back down. One last time, coming up, finding a place that you can just stay, open the chest, and then turn your head to the right, and we're going to circle it down and over to the left, bringing the chin to the chest, and to the other side, one more time. And then we're going to come to a rest position. So open your knees about the width of the mat. Walk the hands forwards. Relax the head down. And bring the breath so that it opens the ribs to the backs, to the back and to the sides of the lungs. Slowly coming up and finding a comfortable sitting position. Place your hands on your legs. Coming to the breath and coming to a sense of gratitude that we can work with our body. So thank you so much for doing this class with me, and please subscribe if you'd like to do some more classes with me.